prices.
Happening today, 11 Alive is working with Urban Recipe to serve the community for the MLK Days of Service.
Yeah, so the King family uses the 5 days leading up to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday to encourage community service and reflection. So right now at this hour, we want to head out to the nonprofit group Urban Recipe. That's right here in Atlanta. Our team, you recognize them right there. That's Ron Jones, Jennifer Bellamy, and Chris Holcomb. They are there. They've been working. And as we learned in our last hour, guys, we're not necessarily rolling up our sleeves because it's a little cold where you are right now.
Yeah, and Ron's feeling the cold now. He was working so hard before that he wasn't cold earlier, but he's starting to feel it now because we have finished our task. And you guys, it is day one of MLK Days of Service. We're at Urban Recipe as part of Hands On Atlanta. Projects are going on all over Metro Atlanta as people work to volunteer to honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King ahead of the holiday next week. So we've really enjoyed our time out here. We got some good work done.
Yeah, we really did. Matter of fact, we got some video just to show you how hard we were actually working and a way that I was able to stay warm at the same time. We're talking about dozens of 11 Alive volunteers out here making sure, from sales, from the news department as well, making sure that we feed families across Metro Atlanta, and we boxed up 220 boxes for those families. And I ended up speaking with the executive director of this nonprofit organization. He said last year they fed 5,000 people, but let me tell you, it cannot be done without the help of volunteers. This is what he had to say.
And what you're doing would not happen without you. So packing these boxes, making sure families have the food that they need, it allows us to reach more and more families and to know when we have consistent volunteers and groups like yours coming through that we can keep increasing the work that we're doing in the community.
And it feels really good knowing that 220 families are going to have food on their table thanks just to the boxes that we did today. And selfishly, it makes us feel good knowing that what we did today helped. And if you want to have a part of that feeling as well and maybe volunteer over the next few days or really anytime, you can go to handsonatlanta.org to find out some opportunities that you have in the community where you can volunteer as well, because there's just nothing like that feeling knowing, we were here for a couple of hours, and because of the large crowd, the large group that we had from 11 Alive, we were able to do those 220 boxes very quickly, and that's how easy it is to make an impact on our community.
And we know the need is so real. We tell you stories, unfortunately, all the time of how many families are hungry and working so hard to feed their families. And it's not just work of feeding families. There are so many other ways that you can get involved in your community. So head over to handsonatlanta.org, as Chris mentioned, and find your way to give back and make it a day on, not a day off.
That's right. Some important, necessary work. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. As Chris mentioned as well, there are so many organizations in need of volunteers and ways that you can give back to our community. We have a full list of events for each of the 5 days of service for you on 11alive.com. We can also send you a text right to your phone, and you can text us just the words, or the letters rather, MLK to the number on your screen. The number is 404-885-7600.
We absolutely hope everybody can get out there and serve. Okay, still to come.